Welcome back, Vol fans. Bob, seemed like something kind of nice happened tonight, and I think it had something to do with this right here.
Yeah, yeah. It reminds me of every time I see somebody do it, I want to do like Peerless Price did in '98 when they was doing the chop this, and then he do like that, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I really want to do more like when I see a Gator fan doing it. I really want to do like instead of this, I want to do like this, like
Chop him right in the throat.
hit him in the throat. That's what I really want to do, just to be honest with you. But yeah, awesome win. It is
A long time coming.
one of the best feelings in the world when Tennessee beats Florida. I mean, it's always one of the highlights
Of a year. I mean, and
yeah, of my year. Yeah.
this has been I guess a semi disappointing end of the year here because we've had so close. We could have had,
Oh yeah,
just a
we could.
special season, and
We beat Vanderbilt.
we
We're going to be thinking
yeah,
about
beat Florida on the
the
road.
what ifs for this team. You know, a lot of what ifs. You know.
We could very easily have been back in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And
If our two corners, potential All American corners had played this year, what kind of where we at?
yeah,
You know what I mean?
and if
But
all conference safety star guy had gave a crap.
yeah, if it actually showed up for practice
Yeah.
and done a little something, yeah, true.
But you know what? That's all in the past right now. Because right now
We need to celebrate this W right
we
now,
got a 2 game winning streak on the Gators.
right?
Uh, drained the swamp, Bob. We drained the swamp.
Drained the
We
swamp,
crushed the
yeah.
Gators. Um, it's officially Josh Heupel, alligator hunter.
Yeah, yeah. I hope y'all like the thumbnail there. That's pretty good. Uh, Tim, I mean, first half was about as glorious as it gets. Now, I will say, I'm not going to be too critical, but I will say that if Heupel's probably a better man than I am because uh, I'd be throwing long bombs at the end of the game. There would be questions. The reporter would be questioning me as I went off the field and say, "Do you think that was classless?" I was like, "This is Florida, and we will stomp them." I mean,
Yeah, any chance you get.
and if I could petition to the referees to throw another second on the clock, we'd try to score again.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be doing onside kicks. I mean, no amount of running up on the Florida and Florida fans because Florida fans, you have some despicable fans out there. Bama fans are,
Inbred.
yeah, they got their own issues. I mean, they're
Georgia fans bark at small
sons
children.
of Satan, but Florida fans, most of them are just stupid, honestly.
Jordan wearing.
I mean, most of them couldn't tell you two players on the team before they play. They couldn't tell you two players on the team. They're just Tennessee hating fans most time. If they're Tennessee people that live in Tennessee, they're just some of the worst people I know. Not all of them. There's one or two that's all right, you know. But I know a bunch that's just, you know. Anyway,
The 1 2 that are good. Are they dead?
no, they're not dead.
Okay.
They're still living. But
Let's get to the game, sir.
let's get in the game. All right. 31 to nothing at halftime, and things went about as good as they could go.
Yeah.
There were several instances during the game that I thought, this is not like a Tennessee game, like the missed field goal from an All-American kicker.
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing that Tennessee does against Florida.
The hit on Aguilar where he fumbled the ball. Any other year, that's a scoop and score going the other way.
As soon as I seen it, I thought scoop and score. They had like three guys there. I mean, it was. I'm shocked that they even recovered that ball.
Deep in the red zone, we have an offsides, and the refs don't call it.
Yeah.
I mean, that might happen against Appy State, but it doesn't happen against any of our big three opponents.
No, never happens. So yeah, that was a shocker. So we got some breaks tonight. I mean, so that don't happen very often.
Yeah. I knew there was really no coming back when they didn't do the scoop and score, really, because it's like, okay, the Florida Demons are not going to come out of the woodwork tonight.
I know, yeah.
So.
Oh, I love it. I mean, I love it. It's pretty glorious.
Well, Bob, we jumped right down their throat from very start. Marched down the field. Ethan Davis looking like the weapon that we've talked about for 2 or 3 years.
We have been saying on this channel how great Ethan Davis is going to be.
It only took 3 years to show him.
Yeah, and he may never do it again. This is for you, Jason. If you're listening to this podcast, and you better be, because you're a good friend of mine. He was criticizing me tonight for my takes on Ethan Davis. I just like to say, I mean, look how good he was, and I didn't say when he was going to be great. I just said he was going to be great.
Yeah.
So take that, Jason.
But Davis did look good. He had, I think, 5 catches on
4 targets.
Well, not 5 catches on 4 targets. That's part due unless you just bobble the ball, catch it twice, Bob.
Oh, actually, he did bobble catch it. So maybe it was.
He was 5 for 5, 5 or 6, something like that. Yeah. Looked good. Looked athletic. Looks like a real weapon. Hopefully, going forward, if he can stay healthy. He's had injury.
That's his biggest problem, honestly. That's the reason why he's not been a superstar, Jason.
Yeah. Had to put on weight and then had to get healthy.
Right. Wasn't for injuries. He'd been a great player.
Yeah, Joey only had a handful of incompletions tonight. A lot of crossing routes, drag routes that we haven't seen. That was really effective. We didn't see a crossing and drag route seem like the last 2 years in 20-some games combined.
I know. Now
it's like we saw tonight.
Our best weapon a lot of times,
It was not. Ran the ball for about 250 yards close to it. I don't know the last time we done that against Florida. Seems like it's been a long time.
And I'll say this, too. I'll give Florida props about one thing. I don't know about the Love kid for Notre Dame, but Jaden Ball's probably, if you was say give me a running back in the country, I think he's the best running back in the country. I mean, that dude, he got probably half of his yardage purely off of him. Excellent running back. And unfortunately, he's got another year, hopefully, somewhere in the Big Ten, and not for
far, far, far away,
and not for Georgia or Alabama or someplace. But yeah, he's excellent. Very good running back.
Well, Florida has talent. They played. Yeah. Their schedule, their record may not indicate it, and them firing a coach may not indicate it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at what they've done this year, they have played almost every team super close. They've hard fought battles against Georgia. They was leading that game late.
Mm-hmm. I think they was leading Ole Miss fourth quarter. The Texas game was they were in that one in the fourth quarter. And who else was it? Bama.
I think so. Honestly, other than tonight's game, of all people, Kentucky probably the worst game of the year.
Yeah.
And I think they just kind of quit in that game.
Right.
And they may have quit a little bit in this game. I don't know, and I don't care.
Right.
I'll take it.
The W.
I don't care if they was 0-10 heading in this game. Went down to Gainesville and spanked that tail end. So
I enjoyed watching the broadcast. I don't think I seen not one time. I don't think I saw a gator chomp during the entire broadcast.
So I saw something from Tennessee fans.
Okay, well that's
works. Acceptable.
It works. Yeah, that's great. So that part's great. Enjoy it, Tennessee fans. If you know a Florida fan, hopefully they're not too close a friend of yours. Make sure you
do a wellness check on them.
Yeah, and make sure you rub it in their nose.
Yes, when you do. If they are doing well, make sure they're not.
Yeah,
it's a kind of reverse wellness check.
Yeah, I mean, don't be modest. Act like a Florida fan, okay?
For one day.
Yeah, for one day, act like a Florida fan.
Getting back to some specifics, can't talk now. Specifics of the games, Bob.
Right.
Tons of missed tackles. Like you said, Ball was cause of a lot of that. If you look at the final stats, we pretty much dominated across the board, doubled up their yardage, had a huge time of possession lead, which is like unheard of under Heupel.
Right. Yeah. It is,
Never really felt like this game was after out of the first quarter. Did you ever feel worried?
Not really.
Even though we didn't score in the second half, there'll be some people kind of critical of sitting on the ball. But you know what? When we did punt, we played uh, field position. We had to make them have to drive 95 plus yards.
Right.
Uh, we ran the clock, ran the ball, ate the clock.
Hmm.
Uh, and toward the end of the game, Florida didn't. They knew they didn't have a chance. That's
No,
what
it
we
was,
like
it
to
was a
see.
dominating
It was
performance.
dominating
Yeah,
performance.
it was.
Um, now, uh, and we can go back to this Florida Gator spanking if you want to, Bob. But the first time in my life, I think we've actually got a consequential game against Vanderbilt maybe coming up.
Oh, I know. Yeah. I mean, that actually both teams are good, and it matters. You know,
Yeah, because
most of these games never matter. It may matter for one team, but it never matters for both. You know what I mean?
yeah, because
And I mean, and they got a good team. I mean, I think Pavia was like 33 of 39 today. You know, of course they beat a pretty bad team, but man, when you're 33 of 39,
that's a good day.
that's a good day. And he's not that kind of quarterback, really. I mean, that's not his strength, not in my opinion. I mean, he can do a little bit of that, but he's more of a hard nosed guy who's going to run the ball and
Make
just
plays.
make plays. You don't see him go back and throw the ball 40 times very often. Not in a win.
No, but I think they've thrown the ball more effectively this year. I think having Jerry Kill down there behind the scenes
Hmm.
is the secret weapon for Clark Lee that a lot of people don't know about. If Jerry Kill didn't have health issues, he'd be a nationally renowned college football coach. But you know, fortunately for Clark Lee, that he uh, is down there helping the
Hmm.
offense. Uh, with a win, would Vandy be in the playoffs?
I don't know. There's still a lot that has to happen, but I mean it. I mean it's a possibility. The whole Miami situation. Uh, there's some teams that need to lose.
Well, see, I know part of me agrees with that, and then part of me says a 10-2 Vanderbilt team is
Mhm.
such a narrative, such a quote feel good story
Right.
that, and we've seen this um, committee. They're very quick to move teams around quite a bit. Uh, Seems like they do it intentionally. Uh, that's a story that'd be difficult not to put in the playoffs.
Right. Oh yeah. I mean, they probably deserve it over some of the teams that's in there. Probably. I mean,
Oh, I would agree there. Yeah, if they were to beat us next
yeah.
week.
Let's just hope that don't happen.
No,
We don't
because
have that
next week we're
discussion.
going to be talking about how we crushed Vanderbilt and kept them out of the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be nice because they've done that kind of stuff to us before. So
Well, they
let's do it to
tried
them.
to.
Yeah, right.
Uh,
So let's do it to them. Um,
Speaking of Pavia, I see where him and Aguilar is part of a lawsuit to get another year of eligibility now.
but what's your thoughts, Tim? If me and you haven't discussed this at all before the podcast here, if uh, if Aguilar wins that, is he here next year?
Yes.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I haven't put a whole lot of thought into it. I mean, and some people
Well,
say, well, of course he would be, but you know, if he comes back, then you're going to have quarterback transfers. Who and how many is the question.
Well, I think regardless of whether he goes or comes or stays or whatever, you're looking at most likely Jake
Merklinger, yeah.
leaving anyway.
Yeah.
Uh, the question is, if he were to stay, does that run McIntyre off?
Right.
I mean, he's only a true sophomore. Maybe he sticks around.
Yeah, for next year, yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, he would have that thought that okay, this is supposed to be my year. Faison Brandon's coming in as a true freshman. I was, you know,
Right. In 2 years, if it's him against a third year George McIntyre against a second year Faison, um, he doesn't have the leg up
I
that
don't
he
think
would
he did.
have if he was a returning starter that year.
Right, right.
So it'll be something that him and his camp were to discuss. But if
See,
you're
and that's something I disagree with what we've done this year. I mean, especially in the last game. Um, when we had Merklinger out there. Why is he out there? He is not our second best quarterback. McIntyre's are clearly our second best quarterback. Why ain't you giving McIntyre reps? I mean,
let's go back to that game for a second.
all right.
Okay. Um, we did not uh, put them away like we should have. How many snaps Merklinger get?
Not meaning.
I mean, he didn't even get I think he was in on one series and didn't even start that series because I think Aguilar had one more play to get over 200 yards passing, took him out. Uh, Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm misremembering it, but I thought that was the only series he had.
I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm thinking he did have more than that, Tim. I was thinking, didn't GMAC get in the game?
GMAC got in the game,
But
neither one of them had very many snaps because we just kind of took way too much time.
right, and maybe you're right, but I mean, I just don't see why we're entertaining a guy who's not obviously number one, not very good. Number two, he's not going to be here next year. Jake Merklinger is not going to be here. I mean, I'm like 95% sure on that. I could be wrong. But I don't think he's here next year. And if he is, I don't know what kind of value he has. Because I think even if, now the question is, at least Aguilar doesn't get that year, I think we go and get one in the portal.
Oh, you absolutely do.
So, but now do you hit lightning again? I mean, getting an Aguilar type and just hope that people like McIntyre doesn't feel threatened, you know?
Bob, that's the whole thing.
In this era, there was a lot of decisions like that, and that's why they pay.
And this year's a little bit.
$1 million.
This year's a bit different because you've only got one transfer portal window. So
And that's when does that start exactly? You remember?
it starts, I think, in late December.
Yeah, it's not real far off. About a month out, I think.
Yeah, and then it ends in mid-January, maybe.
Yeah, it's not
I
very
haven't
long.
looked at the
I think.
dates,
I'm gonna
but I've
say,
slept since then.
for some reason, I'm thinking it was only like 2 week period.
Yeah,
But
I'm thinking a little longer, I think, but I'm not over it. Like I said, I've slept since then, Bob.
Yeah, I don't remember. I didn't write that down. That's something we wouldn't mean to talk about, but I don't remember exactly what that was. But
No, but the question is, if he was to come back, um, your question was, how does it run people off? My question is, uh, how good can we be on offense?
right. Oh yeah, I mean, got your wide receivers back.
Yeah, Braz will be
Braz will be gone, but you got two of your majors
and talent everywhere coming
Yeah,
in.
I mean, you got Smith will be back. Radarius Jackson will be back, and those guys will make big jumps next year. Those guys will be players for us next year.
And then you got the freshman class
Christian
coming in.
Pease, who's a guy who, I mean, I've been kind of like Brent Hubbs. I'll have to see it to believe it for a first year guy actually does something in this offense. But Keys, if anybody can do it, it'd be Keys, Tristan Keys. And then you got tight ends.
Yeah, Kissman will be gone, but everyone else should be back.
Right. And I feel like with Van Dorselaar and Deshaun
Brain.
I feel like we got two big time tight ends there. The offensive line, it's hard to say what will be back there. I mean, Sanders obviously back. Wendell Moy could go. Pendleton.
I don't think he will.
Okay. Pendleton could go. He's I think a red shirt sophomore this year, so I think he could go. Moy could go.
Look,
Purry would be
first
back.
off, everybody on the team could go. Mike
That's true.
Matthews could go.
Everybody could go. That's
All
true.
these wide
That's true.
receivers we're talking about could
Right.
go.
Right.
Okay, so, but look at it. Has Moy done enough to go to the NFL?
Probably not, but he probably has been our best offensive lineman this year. Probably.
Yeah. Has Lance Hurd was thought to be likely gone. But and he's definitely improved. But has he done enough to go to the NFL?
It's hard to say. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know where these NFL guys project these guys.
Well, I can tell you right now, the early projections, you're going to have to go down the list before you get to either one of those guys.
Right. Well, I mean, in that case, hope they're back. I mean, and if they are, how good, like you said, how could this offense be, especially if Aguilar comes back? I mean, because he's been pretty special this year. And I gotta
Statistically,
think,
it's been the best offense in the country.
yeah. And how good, you know, gotta think the defense will be better next year. I mean, you know, a
Well,
lot
last
depends
week
on
we
what we
talked.
get in the portal, but
Yeah, the portal would determine that. Be interesting to see if all the coaches return on that side of the ball.
right. We need a big defensive tackle, somebody that's hard to move out of the way. We need at least one safety. Probably gonna need a corner.
Nickel.
Yeah, possibly a nickel. You're gonna need
Who
some
would?
DBs.
Who wouldn't? I mean, why would it just be possible?
You McMurray, is he back or is he gone?
I believe he's gone.
I can't remember on that one. I think he's gone, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. You know, Turrentine's gone, and the other two safeties.
Well, Farouk may still be there. I can see him, maybe hold on to a job, but we need another starting safety. We need another corner, at least in the rotation, and that's assuming that
Hood's back.
no,
I mean, not Hood. I mean, shoot,
Gibson.
Redmond,
Oh,
Gibson. Yeah.
So you need at least another corner in the mix. Honestly, you need a couple of safeties. At least one of them has to start for you. You probably need a nickel that's going to start for you. You need probably at least two defensive tackles brought in, one space eater among those. Defensively, we got to, and here's something else we got to look at. All these coaching changes that's went away. Okay, all these new coaches are getting brought in
to be interesting.
Right, there's a lot of players on these teams going to be leaving out of there, which, good for us.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is, these new coaches have a lot of NIL promised to them.
Yeah.
And they're going to be going around behind the scenes, and they're going to be talking to the Mike Matthews of the world.
Right.
They're going to be talking to the David Sanders of the world.
Right.
And trying to get them to leave their happy home on Rocky Top.
Right. So it's no telling until after the end of the portal, even what this team could be close to being. And then of course the quarter, the DBs, the coaches. I mean, who knows what it'll be? Is Banks the defensive coordinator here next year? Is there another? I feel like there's at least one more coach that'll be gone. I think there'll be one or two. Not here next year. I could be wrong about that.
Well, normally you get an attrition of a coach or two every year anyway. It's just that we haven't had as many under Heupel as what we do.
Right, we don't. Yeah. And really, in my opinion, it's not a bad thing, man.
You want some continuity, but you also want some fresh ideas and
some energy.
Yeah.
I think that's what doomed Fulmer a great deal, and we'll try to wrap this thing up here pretty soon, but I felt like that's what kind of doomed Fulmer a little bit. He had a lot of guys that was on the staff, the Pat Washingtons and people like that, who was very comfortable just drawing a check and showing up and didn't have the energy. I know they worked hard, but they didn't work hard like the teams that they was competing against, the hungry coaches.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a rough job. I mean, they get paid a lot of money, but there's a lot of demands,
Well, Phil didn't want to fire some of these long-time guys that become friends. When Cutcliffe went to Ole Miss, he was told, you got to fire some of these guys or we're going to fire you. And he said, fire me. I'm not firing these guys. And Heupel has been his next coach that he fires will be his first coach that he fires.
Yeah. That concerns me about Heupel. That's my biggest.
Well,
maybe my
loyalty
biggest
is good, but that's loyalty to a fault.
Yeah. Well, guys, remember to like, subscribe, and comment. Tell me how you feeling about after this game. If you want to tell us about any Florida fans that that'd be good. That'd be interesting. How that reaction goes.
Well, the main thing is, Bob, if they enjoyed beating Florida, give us a like.
Yeah, I mean, come
If
on.
you don't give us a like, we're going to just say you're not a real ball fan. You didn't enjoy this
You're
Florida.
Are you Gator fan?
Yeah, you're a Gator
Are
fan.
you a Gator fan?
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to say?
That's what I think I'm trying to get
All
out.
right. Let's give us a like.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We appreciate you and wait for the next video. Thank you. Go
Go
Vols.
Vols.